I was 33. I have no history in my family of any kind of cancer, especially breast cancer. And I felt some pain in my breast. And so during my monthly breast exam, that I probably didn't do every month like I should have, I just noticed a lump. Had my mammogram, and then immediately they requested an ultrasound, and they came in and said, "Can you be back tomorrow for a biopsy? What time can you come in?" And I knew that wasn't good. They set up an oncology appointment right there on the spot for me with Dr. Toma at 3 p.m. that day. She just said, "Come on in." And that next morning, she had already set up a breast MRI and 1,000 appointments, it felt like, including a PET scan, which I had that following Monday, that showed that I had already spread throughout my liver and my bones. And that Thursday, I had a liver biopsy and my port placed, and that Friday I had chemo. So within a week and a day of finding out what type of cancer I had already had my first chemo. So it was a whirlwind. Being told that, there are definite tears, definite breakdown. I think it's my mom, Steve, and I in there in the room, and we cried for about 2 minutes. And if you know me, this tracks, but I said, "Okay, that's enough. Now, let's move. Like, now what? Tell us what our plan is. Let's go. How fast can we do this?" It's hard to tell an 8-year-old what cancer is, let alone that you have terminal cancer and you don't know what that looks like. That, in his eyes, a stranger told you you're going to be fine. But we did. I didn't want him to be scared that I was going to lose my hair. I didn't want him to be frightened. I wanted him to know that I was okay with it. And he said, "So, Mom, is stage 4 the last stage?" I said, "Yeah, buddy." And he was like, he just gave me a big hug and said, "I just love you so much." My first scan in April of 2020 showed that it had spread back through in that short amount of time, that 3 months, that it had spread back through my bones, my liver, and then with a subsequent brain MRI, it had spread to my brain. So I get a scan on my body, and I get a separate brain MRI every 3 months. So literally I feel like a full-time job to stay alive. But in my body, I have been stable for the last 4 years on this treatment plan. As far as my brain goes, my oncologist says we will pick those off as they come. I was introduced to Project 31. Actually, my first meeting was the day that I found out I was stage 4. And I really went to connect with anyone that could have walked in my shoes. And as we know, every story is different, so no one person has your same journey, but there are people there to build you up. And we walked out of there. We went in there with no hope, and we walked out with peace and confidence. It's nice to have that group that understands the outside world's perception. They understand your daily struggle. They understand what it's like to have children and share this journey. Husbands, caretakers. After meeting with Project 31 and meeting Amanda and Sarah, and I thought, and Melanie, I thought, you know what? If I'm going to have this, God, please just use me to help others. give me a purpose for this. And I feel like Project 31 has given me a lot of purpose to help others, a group that is loving and caring and open, a group to just love on each other and understand each other as we're going through this. I'm going to fight with everything I have. It's not an option. I can't. I mean, obviously I don't have control, but I will do everything and with the strength to continue living. I do my best every day just to realize that today is a gift and to keep going.